Hi everyone, this is my Module 11 assignment with my lesson. This is solving one-step equations. We're going to be learning about one-step equations today. I'm going to put it on the smart board. Alright. This is our 8.1 Math 6 notes. If you could look at the first question says, an equation is a math sentence that does contain what? Now what does a math sentence contain other than an equation? Yes,
an equal sign.
An equal sign, correct. So if we're going to look at right here, here is the difference between a math sentence and an equation. So if you look at it here, you can see the difference is, like Hunter said, there is an addition sign and an equal sign. The second bullet point, did you read that, Darnell?
Yes, it says the goal of solving an equation is to find the value of the variable.
Good, the value of a variable. Hunter, what does value mean?
It means like what something is.
Perfect, correct. Now a big word that we're going to learn in 8.1 is isolating. Isolating means when you take one number and you isolate it to the other side. So for example, if you look at the smart board again, if it's 2x plus 4, what are you going to want to isolate, Hunter?
4.
Darnell, what do you think?
I think we don't want to isolate the x.
Correct. Exactly. Now, you're going to isolate the x. What inverse are you going to use when you isolate this x? So if it's 2x plus 4, what inverse are you going to use then?
I would use subtraction.
Subtraction, good. Now, is that the inverse of addition or subtraction?
Inverse of addition.
Correct. So if you look at our smart board right now, what is the inverse of addition?
Subtraction.
Subtraction, yes. Alright, now, inverse of subtraction, if the inverse of addition is subtraction, the inverse of subtraction would be addition. And then the inverse of multiplication, this one gets a little confusing. We're not going to be doing multiplication in 8.1, but we will be doing it in 8.2. However, inverse of multiplication would actually be division. And an example of that would be 3x equals 9. And you would divide that by 3 to get x isolated all by itself. Now, if we could look at our examples that I created, looking at the first one, Hunter, if you could read the first one. John
has X apples. If he adds 5 apples to his pile, he will have 8 apples. What is the value of X?
Perfect. So I'm going to write that on the smart board right now. So on the smart board, I am putting x plus 5 equals 8. So if John has x apples, and he's going to add 5 apples, you're going to have x plus 5. And then the total amount is where the equal sign comes in, and that equals 8. Now, what inverse operation are you going to use to get x?
Subtraction.
Subtraction. So if you subtract 5 from both sides, what would x equal?
3.
3. So how many apples did he have to begin with?
3.
3. Perfect. Now looking at example number 2, Darnell, if you could read example number 2.
Of course. Maddie has X dollars. After spending $90 on a purse, she will have $45. What is the value of X?
Perfect. So how could we do this? What would be our math sentence for this one?
X plus 90, or 45 plus 90 equals X plus 90.
Close. Let's look at our smart board here. So if Maddie has X dollars, so X would go first, correct? Because you're going to go right through the sentence. So Maddie has X dollars, so it's going to be X, if you could write that on our paper. X. Now, after spending $90, so if you're spending $90, are you taking away the $90, or are you putting it back into your pocket?
They're subtracting.
Subtracting it. So it's going to be minus 90, and now she has $45. So is that going to be a total amount, or are we going to add 45 and 90? So let me read it one more time. After spending $90 on
90.
After spending $90 on a purse, she will now have $45.
Yes.
She will now have. So that is a big component in our math sentence. She will now have. So Darnell, what does that mean?
That means that $45 is the total amount.
Perfect. Yes. So we have our math sentence. If you can look at the smart board right now, it's x minus 90 equals 45. Now to get x, to see how much Maddie had before she bought anything, what will you do, honey? What inverse operation will you do?
Inverse of subtraction.
Inverse of subtraction, which is what, Darnell?
Addition.
Addition. Perfect. So if we add 90 to both sides, 90 plus 45 equals
135.
135. Correct. So how much money did she have before she bought anything? $135. Correct. All right. So now if we could pull out our phones. I'm going to put on a Kahoot quiz. Your Kahoot quiz game pin is 2024566. And the website is kahoot.it with the game pin 2024566. Okay, Darnell is having his name in. Just waiting on Hunter. So one more time for Hunter, the game pin is 2024566. All right, we're going to start. So this is one-step equations review. I know we just started, but this was, I thought, a great Kahoot. So you're going to solve the equation. So let's remember the inverse operation of this. All right, good job. All right, x minus 5 equals 12. All right, good job. It's currently Darnell is in the lead. Well, let's solve the equation here. X plus 9 equals 18. Good job. Darnell's still with the lead. Darnell has the highest answer streak of 3 right now. Solve the equation. Ooh, this one's going to be a tough one. Now, we haven't talked about division yet. All right. Solve the equation. X minus 19 equals 28. Alright, so that's our Kahoot game. So just to review, what is the inverse of addition, Darnell?
Subtraction.
And what is the inverse of subtraction?
Addition.
And what is the inverse of multiplication, Darnell?
Division.
And what is the inverse of division?
Multiplication.
Perfect. So let's just practice 3 more problems, and that's going to be it for us. So the first question will be x plus 2 equals 10. So what inverse operation are we going to do?
Inverse of addition.
And what would that be, Darnell?
Subtraction.
Subtraction. So we're going to subtract 2. And what does x equal?
8.
Correct. Yes. All right. So the next one. Y minus 8 equals 15. What are we going to do now, Darnell?
We are going to do the inverse of subtraction, which is addition.
And what are we going to add?
Gonna add 8 to
So we're going to add 8 to both sides. Adding 8 and subtracting 8, that cancels each other out. So we're going to get 15 plus 8. What is that, Darnell?
23.
23. Perfect. Last one. We got a plus 9 equals 2. Inverse of addition is subtraction, so we're going to subtract 9, and what does this get?
-7.
A equals -7.
Equals -7. Perfect. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is my assignment for Module 11. Thank you for watching.